Welcome to Petty Revenge, a small victory against an egotistical teacher. So when I went to college, I had to take another English credit, which I wasn't too jazzed about, because I thought, with the amount of papers I wrote in my movie review class, I wouldn't need any more. But alas, no. I always liked English though, so I didn't think too much of it, until I met her. First, she was one of those teachers that never used the school's website. She said something about it being too difficult, and she wouldn't post anything on there. Aside from our grades, which she never updated. She definitely thought she was the best thing since sliced bread, and always told us to call her Dr. Ego Teacher, instead of just her name. She was in community college, by the way, and at the beginning of the semester we had to choose a book of this list of hers to read and write a paper about. And even though she said you could request your own, she would just say, sorry, that doesn't match with the theme of our class. So I chose one at random and forgot about it. In class, we basically had to read passages before class so we could discuss it. I always spell read it before class and said something that sounded interesting in each class for participation. No one else really read it, and she will end up just ranting about it for the hour. The writing assignments were vague, and her criticism of our essays will have notes like I don't like the way this sounds, change it. One time I confronted her about what I thought was an unfair grade, trying to glean more understanding on why I got the grade, and she just said, I gave it the grade it deserved, and left it at that. I often left that class and cried in my car. It was awful. Once, at the end of the semester, she said, if you want to okay, I'm gonna drink some water and read it. Okay. If you want to know what grade you have, if you want to know what grade you have, just email me. Yeah, she didn't post her grades for the entire semester, so upset I emailed, hello, I'd like to know my grade for this class. And she responded, traditionally you should start an email, Dr. Ego Teacher, then politely convey your request. Something like that, I can remember exactly. I was so fed up, I think I sent something along the lines of, you haven't posted our grades at all, and I'm stressed out enough, and you said to email you about our grades, so I did. She ended up giving my grade a B. Now, me being a perfectionist, I needed an A and A, so I had to do good on my last paper, which was on the book I hadn't read. Shit. So I was going to write it, but then I thought, no, I've done everything by the book, and look where that's gotten me. Instead, I looked up quotes from the book using keywords I wanted to write about, and used that as a springboard to write other garbage. It sounded profound and interesting, like fake deep type stuff, but I literally just thought of the top of my head. The day came, and surprise! We were actually reading them in front of the class. Oh god! As I read a particular part of my essay, she stopped me and went on a monologue about how great that part was, making me inwardly laugh. I ended up getting an egg, and on that assignment, lol, on that assignment. And they make matters even better. And to make matters even better, a year or two later, I got an email from her. Apparently, she was writing a book and wanting to use a quote for my essay in the book. I said absolutely. After I signed it away, I haven't heard a word back from her, but I kept meaning to look up her name and find the book she wrote just to display my small revenge to everyone. Okay, that's funny. Another petty revenge story with the title Ex-Girlfriend Tried to Cheat, so I permanently scared her emotionally by not taking her to prom. I was always a grade focused student and missed out on a lot of high school experiences, like having a girlfriend. My senior year, I loosened up and started dating. Eventually, I met a foreign Stanford student who shared common interests with me, and she became my girlfriend after a month of casual dates. Because she grew up mostly outside the US, she dreamed of going to a real prom. I was stoked to take her and make her dream come true. However, a few weeks before the dance, I found out through friends that she was texting another guy, asking if he was down to hook up. She didn't know I tutored this guy before and we were friendly. Once he found out I was her boyfriend, he showed me her text and told me nothing happened. I wasn't angry with him, but I was livid with her. I played it off like I knew nothing. She excitedly bought her dress and made appointments to get her hair and makeup done, and kept talking about plans for the dance. The day of prom, I texted her that I knew about her attempts to cheat, and that we were done. I went with a close friend who knew the situation and needed a date. We had a great time and made awesome memories. My ex never got to go to her senior prom because she couldn't get another date last minute. And it scarred her emotionally and mentally because she not only got labeled a cheater at our high school, but her dream never came true. Years later, friends tell me she's still extremely bitter about missing out on the epitome of high school dances. I feel no guilt. Edit, wow, didn't expect my little petty revenge prom story to blow up this much. Woke up to a lot of DMs and comments, so here's a resume. 1. First, thanks you to everyone who gave awards. They are appreciated. 2. Apparently my prom story was a trigger for a lot of people to the extent that I got lengthy DMs cursing my existence and telling me high school proms are shit. I'm sorry for whatever or whoever hurt you, but maybe speak to a professional about unresolved issues. 3. Some commented that I could have been more mature about it. This event happened in the 90s and I was a teenager. I was definitely not mature except when I came to my studies. She tried to cheat, got caught. I exacted my petty revenge. 4. Am I so self-centered to think that my action had an effect on my ex? No, this came up because I was visiting my hometown and met up my this came up because I was visiting my hometown and met up with high school friends I hadn't seen in a while. We were reminiscing and one works with said ex-girlfriend. She told me ex-girlfriend was single and still bitter because she brings it up all the time when co-workers get their kids stuff for formals. My ex-girlfriend has stated that she was permanently and emotionally scarred in high school hence the word ins. 5. This isn't AITI. I don't care if you think she or I or both of us are. I posted because it was personal, was petty, and thought others would be interested. 6. Some confusers saw the focus with antisocial, loner, or being an incel. I was none of this. I just put off social activities until my senior year. I dated my ex casually for a month before agreeing to be exclusive, and we went steady for the later half of our senior year. We didn't just date for a month.